Everyone. I just thought that maybe I can make a video on the homework that I've given, homework 1 and homework 2. Already two homeworks are there. So this is your homework. This is from the linear function. You have to find out the midpoint distance and the equation of the straight line that passes through these points, and etc, etc. So I have a similar setup, uh, setup. I will not exactly, I will not solve the same question, of course, but I will solve another similar question so that it helps you to solve it. I mean, for those, if you are having some trouble, then you can use this. So the set that is similar is actually the value is changed. I think you will notice it immediately. I just changed this value so that the calculation is different, basically. So the same questions, what is the midpoint of these 2 points, and then distance, what is the distance between these 2 points, then equation of the line of these 2 points, and etc, etc. So these are the questions. Let me zoom it so that you can see it clearly. Okay. And if you solve it, then solution looks like this, but let me show you how we get this solution. So this is like one of the form. This is one of the form. Like some of you were asking, sir, how we should submit the answer, how we should write it. So this is one of the format that you can follow for your writing. I mean, I skip the calculation from here, and you also can do it if you want. But if you want to show the calculations, then you can show also. I have no problem with that. So let me show how we get this kind of thing. First of all, let's get some. So let's keep it here. We need to find out the midpoint, and basically midpoint means like if 2 points are given, then we just we can do it. I can bring some whiteboard. I can write the formula there. So for the midpoint, first of all, let's say for the first one, a number, and midpoint formula, I think most of you know. This is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and then comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And I'm sure everyone knows that which one is x1, which one is y1. You can consider like 8. We have here 8 comma 4 minus 4. This is one point, and another point is minus 2 comma 5, minus 2 comma 5. So you can consider this one x1, y1, or you can consider this side also. Both will give you the same answer. And let's say this is the x1. This is x1. First value is x1. Then second value is y1. Then this value is x2. And then this value is y2. Comma in between. You can give some parenthesis here, some bracket here, so that it looks like a ordered pair. So by using this, like, just you can put it here and automatically you'll get the answer. And you can see basically 8 minus 2 equal to 8 minus 2 first value plus first value. 8 minus 2 equals to 6 divided by 2 equal to 3. That's why our first value is 3 here. Second value similarly you can do, you will get 0.5. B number, we have to find out the distance, and the distance formula. Distance formula, by the way, distance formula actually comes from the Pythagorean formula, and distance d equals to, I'm sure you all know this formula. Distance formula, d equals to square root of, you can actually write it in other way also. x2 minus x1 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square, plus y2 minus y1 whole square, plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, and if you just put this value, then you will get the solution for the distance. Second, then the C number question. C number question is find the equation between these 2 points. So if you want to find out the equation between these 2 points, notice that there are some tools to find out the equation between 2 points, and one is to find out using the slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept point-slope form is point-slope form helps us the most. So point-slope form is y minus y1 equals to m into, this is the formula, this is the m into x minus x1, m into x minus x1. So and you can directly see the value of x1 and y1. So this value and this value is directly given here, and only value which is not given is m. Only value which is not given here is m. M value we do not know, so m we have to find out. This m is the thing that we have to find out. So, and we actually have the formula for m also. There is another nice little rule for m. M is called the rise over run, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And just if you put the value here, then you should, I'm just showing you this one, like y2 is what here? Y2 is 5, right? So 5 here. Then minus y1 is what? Y1 is this 4. Minus 4 is the y1. So this minus is this minus. Again, this value is again minus 4. So we have to write minus 4 here. So minus 4 here. Basically, it will become plus later. As you can see, minus plus, it will become x2 minus x1. x2 is minus 2, x1 is minus, then it will become minus 8. x1 is 8. So minus 2. Then we have to give this minus. This minus is coming from the rule. Then the value of 8, the value of x1 is 8. So what we have here is 9 divided by minus 10. So 9 divided by minus 10, and you can actually give this 10 here minus here, which is same. So this is what we get. This is the slope that we get here, and let me check if we get our slope is the same. So yeah, so we have it minus 9 divided by 10, or minus, this minus you can actually give anywhere, which will give us the same solution. So here is my board. Let's keep it here. So we have the board here. So minus 9 divided by 10. And the next math is we have to find out the perpendicular line. And the other you can say, sir, what about the other part? Other part is super easy. Minus 9 by 10, you will put it here. Then the value of x1 you will put here, the value of y1 you will put here, and do some calculation, and you will get the answer. Already I have written the answer there for this math, of course. So if you just simple simplification, if you just continue, this will give you the solution. I'm just talking about the fundamental rules behind all these maths and necessary calculations, of course. For the D number, notice that we have to find out the perpendicular line. So, say for example, we will get some. This is minus 9 by 10. So suppose we get some line. This line, say say we get some line like this. Let me draw it. Let me draw it by using some line. Let's say we have some line like this, and um, best idea is to use this same color, so that everything is um, have some symmetry. Symmetry looks good. So D number question is actually what this question is asking is to find out the perpendicular line on this line. So perpendicular line on this line will be let's say some line like, not yet, we want some line. Okay, let's draw. So some perpendicular line should look like somewhat, or let's say I'm just trying to do some eye estimation. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced 100%, but let's assume that this is the correct line. So some perpendicular line. It looks correct. So some perpendicular line on this line we have to find out. That means this red line we have to find out. So what is the idea? What is the idea to find out the perpendicular line? First idea is the slope. This line's slope and this line's slope. What is the relation? What is the relation for the slope? Relation for the slope is, if this is minus 9 by 10, then for the d number, let's say this is another slope, which is, suppose this is m2, another slope, we're just supposing it. This slope will become negative reciprocal. Negative reciprocal means if it is minus, then this value will become plus. Of course, if it is plus, then it will become minus, and this value will flip. 9 will come down, and 10 will go up. So this will be the slope of this line. Slope of this line will be this. And notice in the question, actually, in this question, actually, I asked equation of a perpendicular. That's why I just gave a bold A of a perpendicular line found in C. That means any perpendicular line, if you find, that will satisfy this that will be like answer of this question D number. You can find out any perpendicular line. Why I said, do you understand why I said any perpendicular line here? Because see, many perpendicular line you can draw, and I did not say any particular points I did not give. That's why I said any perpendicular line. Now without any point, how can you draw? Or how can you find out the equation? The idea is, already you know that these 2 points are somewhere on the line. Maybe here, or maybe somewhere. So if you use this slope, and if you use maybe these or maybe these some points, then actually you will get your perpendicular line. So you will get your perpendicular line. So this is the idea. In fact, there are another way to make this question, and that way, in that way, you can say that find the equation of a perpendicular line, line which is perpendicular to this blue line and passes through some points. We can give another points also. Then you have to use this point to the same formula, same rule here. Let me show you. Y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. What I mean is, you already, I'm sure everyone already understood that this will be the value of m. So this part here, okay, let me bring some other color. This part here is you already clear, so you know that this is the m. Now what about the x1 and y1? That is the question. Now here x1 y1 we used this value x1 y1, but this is for this line. What about this line? This is perpendicular line, so this is another line. How can we use this value and this value? the rule is the process is, or the reason why we can use it. The reason is, actually I said in the question, I said any perpendicular line. Any perpendicular line means now you can use this point or this point, any point you can use. Yeah, I said any perpendicular line of this on this line again. Now you can say, sir, oh, you said any perpendicular line, then can we use 0 0? That's a risky choice, because you do not know if the 0 0 is on this line. Technically, actually, what do you think? I think 0 0 also we can use. Why not? I think 0 0 also we can use, because there are tons and millions and billions of straight line possible on this line, and one of the line at least will go through 0 0, right? This is an interesting idea, so we can actually use it. And if someone give you some value here, then you will use this value here. Now since this value is not given, then you can use this value for x1 and y1, because the question said a perpendicular line. That means any perpendicular line you can find out. Okay, any perpendicular line you can find out. And what is the idea? Like, why I said at this point, why I said that 0 0 is also technically 0 0 is also possible. The reason is, look at this graph. Look at this graph. Look at this graph. In the last question we have to draw this both graph, and let me show you the graph, and I will discuss that topic in relation to the graph. See, this is our line C number. This is the line for C number. Now I said that and this is the perpendicular line according to some simple normal calculation, regular calculation. Now you see, technically, since I said a perpendicular line means, this is not definite. Any perpendicular line we are asking, because we did not give you any particular points. So you see, this red line I can move here, and it will still be perpendicular. See, I am not moving, shaking it. I'm just moving the line as it is. Red line from here, red line will go there, exact same way. So at some point, red line can go 0 0, and you can say, sir, why you are talking about 0 0 again and again? Why not 1 1? Why not 2 2? Why not 2 3? And exactly, that's also correct. Actually, you can actually give any points. Yeah, so technically, tons and tons and tons of answers are possible in this maths. So this is that way this math is. But just to keep the calculation intact, and just to avoid any kind of extra thing, I just used that same point. I just used for my calculation, for this calculation, I used this exact same value. This is my x1 y1 for the first question, and this is the x1 y1 for the second question also, since this is the 1 point. But many answers are possible here. And now drawing part. Let's come to the drawing part. C number. So you see E number, C number and D number we have to draw. So first, for C number, we have to find out some points. So 2 points we have found, and then 2 points we have found for the D number also. And when we draw the line, and we can see that they are perfectly perpendicular to each other. And by the way, I want all of you to be this much smart. Which one is which line? Can you tell? Like, without doing any calculation, by looking at the question, by looking at this question, can you say which one is which graph? You can actually say it by looking at this minus sign. This is minus, so negative slope, down slope. So this line is this line. This black color line is that one. Okay. Or you can say the positive one. That positive one is this graph, because this is going up. Or when you come from left to right, of course. This is the positive slope. Positive slope always like this. Positive slope always like this, and negative slope always like this. So you should know this. Okay. Anyway, and then the next one is a new mobile phone company charges this dollar. This is somewhat application kind of math, and of course this way we can actually make any kinds of many kinds of application maths from this straight line concept. So first of all, let me make it a little bit smaller so that I can discuss question and answers simultaneously. So mobile phone charges 20 taka per month for unlimited text message. Okay, so let me use this thing. Okay, mouse is good. So this part is the unlimited text message, and this part is 1.75 taka per minute for phone call. Now, some students always struggle, like, I mean, most of you know that why this, if you read it, this is a linear equation. Find out a linear equation, and you all know that linear equation means y equal to mx plus c in the slope intercept form, and most of the maths actually we solve it from this concept, from this way. Many students actually struggle here at this point. Let me because I check the when I check the paper, and actually we see it where they struggle the most. So okay, so can I write it here? What I wanted some, not whiteboard, I wanted some I know, but no, there are some other functions here, right? Maybe I have to switch off the whiteboard, then that option will come. Let me check one more options so that or I can just show you in the whiteboard also. Let me show you in the whiteboard. So many students actually struggle whiteboard. I want to show you actually in that math so that you can see both at the same time. Is that option disappeared from here? No, we still have this option. Okay, yeah, we still have this option. I was looking for this. So you know that the rule is y equal to mx plus c. Y equals to mx plus c or b or something. Why this is important actually? Why I'm giving so much emphasis here? The reason is when we see students are making this mistake, this is frustrating because when you once make mistake here, then you make the mistake in the b number, c number, and actually you lose zero. You get 0 marks for this whole math just for this one mistake, and because you continue that mistake in every step. So where they make the mistake? See, there is a two number here, 35, and there is another number here, 1.75. So they make mistake where they will put 35, here or here, because they automatically all the students actually gets this, that y and this x and y will remain fixed, so we do not have to change it. So where I will put this 1.75 and where I will put this 35. So the technique here is, you will see this number here is free out of any question, out of any condition. This first one number always. Another technique is, in the number which is there is some per minute, there is some per minute, per month, per second, per person. This per. So one value, with the one value there will be some per. This per, that per, there will be that word. Per means now this value will come here. This value is coming here. Okay. So 1.75, because this is the technique. So this will come here, x. Of course this is not x, this is not same, because in this question actually we change the thing, and this is then 35 will be 35 is here. And another reason why 35 is separate something, another reason is, this is the y-intercept, and this value is no matter what. See, a mobile phone charges 35 taka per month for unlimited text message. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means if you send only one text message, you have to give 35 taka. If you even do not send any text message, you have to give this 35 taka. If you send 1,000, 200,000, 2,000, no matter what, because of the word unlimited, no matter what, you can send a lot of text message. you have to give just 35 taka. That means this 35 taka is so much fixed. This is what is called the Y-intercept. When even x equal to 0, you do nothing, you have to give that 35 taka. That's why this 35 taka is plus 35. Even if this value is 0, still you have y equal to 35. Still you have to pay this money. That this is how strict this value is. So this is how you actually understand where you have to put. First trigger is this. First trigger is this. Like what you have to do. And look, this is not this is not so. Uh, I mean, so um, a right word is like this is not so certain in every case that you will automatically see this, notice this word, or maybe technically or some other way this word is manipulated. Then what you will do, you will go to the question, you will see which parameter is changing in the question. You see actually in this question what is changing, making 360 minutes call, 360 minutes call, so per minute is here. Now you can say, sir, 400 text message is also changing, and actually for this one is already, they said this is unlimited. That means there is no, this change doesn't matter. Okay, so this change doesn't matter. Which change matter here? Per minute call. This change matters most. That's why you have to actually use this value, this minute per minute, in the variable part, this part. So this is the technique, like how we understand, like how can we find out, how can we make an equation, how can we make a question, so that which we will later will be using for finding the other parts of the math. Now the next part is like so we have to write here C, because this is capital letter C. I have written capital letter C, so you have to give a capital letter C here. And minute is denoted by M, that's why M is here. And this value is the change, rate of change is here. And now you can say, sir, rate of change is slope is M. Why you already given here M? Because in this math we already said that minute means M here. So it's not rate of change. This M is not meaning the rate of change here. This M means minute here in this math. And the next part is B number said like draw some graph of this question, which of this question you can say this equation, and draw some graph, and if you draw it, then we get this graph. Like you put M equal to 0 one time, then M equal to 40 one time, then you get two different values and plot it here. One thing that you can notice here, you can say, sir, in the previous graph, you gave x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, you have found two value. Why not here? Why you are not giving m equal to 0 and c equal to 0 here? The reason why I did not give, you can give actually, as you can see in the graph, you can give actually, but this is not smart at that much, because this is a real life math, and we know that the price never goes negative. Like phone company never gives you money. Price negative means your phone company now will give you money. Okay, that is what is called price negative. They never gives us money in real life. So that's why from this part, this side of the graph is unnecessary. That's why I gave both positive, all positive values here. And then last part is the question is like a 400 text message and 360 minutes. So what will be the monthly charge? So 400 text, as you can see, actually I can show this also, this part here also. In this function, what you will do is, in this function what you have to do is just put here, instead of m, just put here 360, I guess 360 is this given value. So 360 is, if you put this 360 here, you will get this answer, and this is the answer. You can say, sir, why you are not using this 400 again? This 400 text message is not using, because unlimited text message means 35 taka. We do not have to worry about how much text message we send. So this is all 400, 35 taka is the money there. Anyway, I think I can wrap up at this point. Actually, just not only yeah, we discussed it, I think, from different angles. So I hope you can solve this maths now. Yeah, you can solve it in your notebook. You can take a picture and you can submit it. You can submit it there, or you can solve it this way, like this also, like me also. By the way, okay, let me show you another trick thing, and that is like how can you draw this graph. This is actually not good idea to draw the graph. Um, but if you know everything like how to draw the graph, then this is the software where we draw the graph. So say for example, for different maths we test it here. This is a software named desmos.com /calculator or desmos.com. If you type in your address bar, then you will get this graphing utility. And there is another one which is this one is more smart actually. This one is more smart. This is called Symbolab, and I use this one also. I use both of them. If the math is simple math, then I use this function, and if the math is very there is some depth in the maths, and then I use this maths. And then you see, if you type the question here, then if you press enter, then you get the solution here. So basically, this is how where you get this. All right. So this is the homework one, and this is the homework one, and then I will make another video for the homework two. All the best. Bye bye.